Okay, welcome to my channel. So we're going to look at what Spirit wants you to know right now. What guidance do you need to hear right now to help you along your journey? So we have the Light Seers Tarot, and then we have the Rider's Tarot here with the Tattoo Tarot. So yeah, I will just let you guys choose which pile you're most drawn to. If not, you can choose multiple, but the timestamps will be in the description below. So let's get into pile 1. Okay, pile 1, what do you need to hear most right now? You have the Four of Pentacles. You have the Ten of Wands. Lovers in reverse, and Justice. So let me just start with these cards. There is something that you're clinging onto, pile 1, and this is causing some difficulties, and this seems to be around a connection. And I feel like Spirit is wanting you to start seeing things clearly around this connection, and also bring in the balance that is required to either mend this connection or to move forwards in life. To me, Spirit is saying that you, pile 1, are really protecting your heart here. Yes, you're clinging onto something here, but you're also very protective of your heart. Perhaps you have been hurt in the past, or this connection has hurt you in some way, or there is pain within this connection in some way. On the bottom we have the King of Swords in reverse. So what I'm getting here is that you could be dealing with someone that is very closed off emotionally, or this could be you, your energy. There is a lack of communication going on within this connection as well. And I feel like what Spirit is saying here is that the communication, it could potentially bring in the balance that is required for this connection to be healed, because there's a strong imbalance between you and another person here, and something is weighing heavily on your heart, but you're also very, very protective of your heart. Perhaps you are just afraid of speaking your mind right now, or afraid of communicating what needs to be communicated with this person. So let me just get some more cards here. So let me get into the Oracle cards here and see what Spirit feels like you need to know right now. What guidance can Spirit give you right now? We have fertility. So this does not have to be around pregnancy, but you could be dealing with a pregnancy. But what I'm sensing from this card is something being created. This could be a new beginning. And we have Timeless Earth. So this is a situation that I feel like you've been in for a while now. And Spirit is saying that there is no rush. There is no rush. within this connection or within this situation that you're dealing with. They're heavily implying this is around a connection, whether it be a friendship, whether it be a family member, or whether it be a spouse or an ex or someone that you're connected to deeply here. What I'm getting here is that this could be a very divinely guided situation, something happening in divine timing. So that I feel like they're suggesting here that something like a new beginning will be created within divine timing. And then on the bottom we have simplicity. So they want you to keep things simple. They want you to not complicate this situation. I do feel, Pile 1, you have been stuck within your mind, and Spirit is reassuring you that you have time on your hands. So if this is to do with mending a connection, they're wanting you to know that you don't have to overdo it. You don't have to overthink it. Let's get some more cards for you, Pile 1. We have the 3 of Spring. Now, the 3 of Spring is suggesting to plan your next steps with an eye for the long term and have patience. There are more good things to come from this situation. So this is about, knowing that you have enough time to stay patient and to plan your next steps to move forwards towards healing. This connection is what I'm getting here, heavily getting you and another person. So if you've been overthinking about a connection, feeling like you don't have enough time and you have to rush in, Spirit is saying to reflect, to take your time, to be patient, because this situation will mend and things will come back into balance between you and another person here. But what I'm also getting here is that if there is this lack of communication, or communication has been stopped in some way, Spirit is suggesting that perhaps you reflect on what is blocking you from this communication, or if it's another person that has ghosted you or stopped this communication. They're saying that not to fret over this, because this person is heavily thinking about you in this connection. You do weigh heavily on their mind, and they do acknowledge this imbalance. So what I feel like you need to do is be balanced in your life in all aspects. So what I'm feeling is that whatever is happening in this situation, start focusing and putting your energy towards other things, such as goals, such as self-love. I do feel like, majority of you are females, or, that are watching this and could be dealing with a masculine here that has kind of shut you out Now, what I'm picking up here is that the action will be taken from the masculine energy within this connection. So yeah, so I don't really like to, stereo the genders here, but this feels like a mixed bag that could be watching this. So basically what I'm getting here is, if you're a dude that is watching this, the communication, I feel like, and the action is being put on to you. This is why you could feel like you have a lot of difficulties in making those steps. But also, Spirit is suggesting that you just need to relax. You don't need to complicate things. You don't need to overthink anything. And for the women or the females that are in the feminine energy that is watching this, do know that you don't need to do anything. You just need to be focusing on self-love and your goals within this situation. So, not to say that you men shouldn't be also focusing on those things as well. We have the Five of Summer, and this says, trust that there is a reason for everything that happens. Remove yourself from the negative emotions of others and focusing on what frightens or worries you. Yeah, so what I'm getting here is that whatever's happening right now is divinely guided. So this separation that you could be going through, this imbalance that you're going through, this lack of communication that you're going through, is all for a reason. And I feel like that's to bring more balance into both your lives, so that you both can put that energy into other important things, such as your goals, such as work, but also such as self-love. And removing yourself, whoever is overthinking this situation, and I feel like it could be those that are watching this, obviously, but I think you guys really reflect off each other. So what you're feeling and thinking, the other person is reflecting the same emotions, and Spirit is saying that you guys are just really hard on yourself right now. And, there is this fear of making steps towards each other in bringing this balance back. So what I'm getting is that one of you obviously will be taking the steps and facing their fears and what worries them. And I feel like that is communication. Someone's going to break the ice. Someone's going to make the first moves. And do know that this person, whether it be you or the other person, is really facing a lot of challenges doing that. So let's get another card here. What else do you need to know, pile one? We have the Wheel. So this says delays are over, sudden or unexpected good luck. It could talk about a new car as well as travel. So I'm feeling this situation has taken a pause. And I keep repeating myself, and this pause is for a reason. It's for you guys to balance your mind, body, and soul. And also your environment. I feel like there's things happening within your environment, other connections, family issues, work issues. Just things need to come to a balance. But delays will be over. And I feel like this will be very unexpected. And this could be a sign of someone traveling towards you, whether that be that they live long distance or whether they come and visit you, or there is some travel towards you, some steps being taken towards you. And this 10 represents a new beginning. So there's a lot about a rekindling of a connection coming in for you, pile 1. A lot is happening under the surface, and I feel like your angels are helping you guys come back together. So it's a very beautiful connection I feel like you guys have. Definitely either soulmate or twin flame energy that I'm picking up here. And I just feel like whatever has happened in the past, I feel like it could be easily mended with just a simple hello for some of you. Because, yeah, it just feels like communication can really bring in that balance that is needed. Someone speaking their truth. So let me get some more cards for you, pile 1. What do you need to know right now? We have don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light to fit in? This could really mean that you've been putting on a mask to fit into a crowd. You haven't been showing people your true, authentic self. Something's dimming your light currently in your life, on your path. We have boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Okay, so what I'm getting from these 2 cards here, pile 1, is that you're in a situation that is taking away a lot of your happiness. And there needs more boundaries because this person or this situation is trying to take a lot of your energy and a lot of your life force here. If you can see, all these hands are just grabbing at you. So you could be within a situation where, you know, you have a lot of responsibilities that weigh you down, or you could be dealing with people that just try to take from you in a lot of ways. Okay, we have essence. Yeah, I feel like something or someone's trying to take a lot of your essence here, a lot of your light, a lot of your happiness and your joy. And what Spirit is saying to you is that you need to do things that make you happy in life. Like, you need to remember that you are allowed to be joyous and experience life to the fullest, but also know your worth within a situation. There's this heaviness within a situation that you're in, and a person, people, or whatever lack boundaries. So they keep like taking your essence from you, which is overall your happiness, your light. So I feel like you, Pile 1, need to understand this. Set some healthier boundaries in your life. You have service. This could be work related, but also you are someone that feels good when you're able to help people or a certain person. Spirit feels like your goodness could be being used against you in some way. I feel like your goodness, your kindness, your light, someone's taking advantage of this. But also, this could be a fear of yours. Fear of opening up. A fear of letting down some of your walls that you have created for yourself. But overall, I feel like you are someone that is such a good-natured person that you care a lot about other people, and you have in the past been taken advantage of in your relationships. And yeah, you know, you're just extremely empathetic. You have a lot of empathy for other people, and that is a reason why, you know, this person kind of knows how to get what they want from you, because you might be someone that always says yes to things. You might not have the ability to say no to this person or to whoever it is, whether it be a boss, a sibling, a ex, a friend. Just know that you could be in a situation that someone's taking advantage of your kindness. We have the she-wolf. Unleash the wild within. So this is really talking to me about releasing a lot of your passionate energy that you are storing up. Taking off masks, and allowing people to see your full authentic self here, but also going for, you know, what makes you happy, what makes you feel passionate. And then we have the wise ones. So this situation that you're in, there's a lesson. There's a lesson for you, and it's going to make you stronger, wiser. And I do feel like you could be not seeing how you're being taken advantage of until it's a little too late for some of you. But there's a situation that Spirit is like, you will grow stronger, you will grow wiser from, and this is all coming down to you being able to reflect on the past and learning from the past. Okay. Part 1, what else do you need to know? We have voyage. So yeah, I kept seeing there's some form of travel, but there's some form of movement forwards from a situation, and there is a new opportunity. So I do feel like this has been a little bit all over the shop, honestly. So some of you watching this, I do feel like you're in a situation where you are experiencing imbalanced relationships or an imbalanced connection of sort. And I do sense there will be movement within this situation because it's been kind of stale, kind of stuck for a while. And there's going to be that opportunity of a new beginning. Okay. For some of you watching this also, you could be moving, you could be traveling, and there could be a new opportunity within that, a new job, new relationships, a new connection. So take it as it, resonates for you, pile one. We have the Ice Queen. So this talks about ideas being preserved, non-action, but also entitlement. So yeah, this is like the no action being taken within a situation. But I do feel like there is a lot of reflecting, there's a lot of thinking, over analyzing ideas that you might have in order to take this action. There's another 10 coming through here. So, you could have, ideas about moving, starting afresh somewhere, or starting afresh with a connection. Because, yeah, I'm just getting multiple messages for you guys, as a lot of people could be watching this. It's all going to be different. Yeah, I'm also really drawn to this word, entitlement. Someone feels really entitled to your energy and to what you have in your life. That's why I feel like you could be being taken advantage of, manipulated. And this person who I feel like is manipulating you could be a female, but I do feel like their energy is quite cold in nature, hence the Ice Queen. We have death, which just means an ending is happening. So this ending is making way for a new beginning. We have friends. And we have possessions. This is quite interesting, because it's like pile one, someone feels like they own you. I feel like they own you, or they feel entitled to what you have, whether it is your finances. This could be an ex or a family member that feels like they are entitled to what you have, or your energy. But there's change coming. Spirit is showing me there's going to be change coming and a new beginning. And I'm just sensing like you do have a lot of good friends around you, or a specific friend around you. But you could be starting a new friendship as well, which is quite beautiful. And on the bottom we have happiness. And we also have decisions. So I do feel like Spirit is, just encouraging you to do what makes you happy, pile one. So you can bring in that, life force, that essence that you have been lacking for some time or putting on hold. There is a new beginning that I feel like will just give you this rush of passion and drive and inspiration. And your friends or a friend could be trying to help you make these decisions or make this decision. Your friends could also be telling you that someone's trying to take advantage of you. They could be warning you about a situation as well. We have a new start is coming. That is really beautiful, pile one. I feel like you have been stuck for a long time, and you've just been carrying a lot of burdens on your shoulders, and Spirit is trying to encourage you to let those burdens go, whether it be connections or a connection or responsibilities that you feel like you have. But there is something that you can let go and walk away from and embrace this new start. We have education. So Spirit is encouraging you to learn about a situation that you're within. There's a cycle that you're within, pile one, with someone or something, or situation, whether it be work, whatever it is for you, pile one, there's a situation that has been replaying. And what I'm sensing here is the more that you reflect, take time by yourself and reflect on what is happening, the more that you will become more enlightened, and the easier it will be for you to take action towards this new start. Once you start seeing the truth of this situation, there's going to be a lot more balance for you, pile one. We have heartbroken. Kind of come on, upside down. So there is a situation that you are mending at the moment with a connection. Yeah, and I feel like you're on the verge of being able to completely sew up your heart from this situation and to be able to release it and to let go and to start a new beginning here. For some of you, I do feel like you may try to, heal this connection. And for others, I do feel like you will be trying and will be eventually being able to release this connection and moving on and starting a new beginning here. So yeah, what I'm receiving here is that some of you are really holding on to a past connection. It could be an ex, you could have children together. And I do feel like a lot of you watching this, your ex could be somewhat taking advantage of your kindness, either using your children against you, feeling like they're entitled to your financial situation or whatever the case is for you, however it resonates for you, pile one. And for others, This might not be that deep of a connection. This could be just a newer connection that you're experiencing, but has kind of gone stale in a way, because there's been some issue here with an imbalance. Someone did something to hurt you or harm this connection in some way. I do feel like if that's the case, there's communication that needs to happen to bring in that balance back into the connection. We have the goddess of the moon. So the goddess of the moon is all about your intuition, okay? It's all about listening to your spirit team. It's all about allowing yourself to reflect and sit within your energy so you can listen. But also it's about, the moon energy, which is fear. It is anxiety. It is the unknown. So a lot of you could be fearing of what is to come from this new start. A lot of you could be fearing communication of sorts. A lot of you could be fearing moving on and letting this past connection go. But the reality is, pile one, Spirit wants you to do what makes you happy. So if you're clinging on to an old relationship or someone that's hurt you in the past, or just generally a situation that doesn't align with you anymore, and you've had feelings of letting it go, moving on, that is the path you need to take. Change is so hard, but change is growth. And I feel like you, pile one, need that little nudge to get going. So I'm going to leave that there, and hopefully it resonates with some of you out there. Feel free to leave feedback in the comments. Okay, pile two. What do your spirit guides want you to know right now? What messages do they have for you during this time? Okay, pile two. It feels like you're overcoming something here. Feels like you're overcoming a situation that was quite ego crushing. It feels like you're taking a lot of rest, rejuvenation from a situation here. It could be a commitment of some sort, whether a relationship or a job. It can also be something that has caused a lot of imbalances for you. You could be quite confused as to which direction to go in at the moment, but Spirit is suggesting to just take a break. I do feel like what you have gone through, there is no action. There is no action within this situation, because I do feel like you are the one that has kind of put a pause on a situation here, and Spirit is showing me that you're trying to overcome a loss. Got the Hierophant. So yeah, this is talking about a relationship or a commitment that you've had, whether a job or a situation that you felt very committed to. So I am feeling like, For some of you, this might not have even been your fault, but everything happens for a reason, you know? Like, if you have lost work, or you have lost hours, or you have generally just, you know, lost a job, for some of you out there, I do feel like you need this break, and I do feel like you will be able to get back out there and find new employment if that is the case with some of you. For others, I feel like it could be like a family situation that has gone south here, a breakup, a divorce. But what I'm receiving here is that there's a lot of resting energy here. Like, there is a lot of no action being taken on your part here, because you need this time to rest. You need this time for yourself. So let me get some more cards for you. What do you need to know currently? We have realization, which I do feel, yeah, awakening. Like, you guys are going through this resting period of your life where things are being put on hold. Things are, you know, paused at the moment. You are focused, or need to focus, on rest and rejuvenation, because this will allow you to become more awakened and more insightful to the situation. Clarity will come once you allow yourself to rest, clear your mind. We have treasure. So there is a situation that I feel like you really had a strong hold to. And the more that time goes by, I feel like you're realizing that this situation wasn't for you, that it wasn't yours to hold on to. Let me get some more cards for you, pile 2. What else do you need to know, pile 2? We have the Diamond Dreamer. So this is talking about material wealth and true prosperity. So this is about your true happiness. This is also, you know, about financial situations. So I'm feeling like whatever period of your journey that you're in, if you're finding yourself there is a pause within your work, within your employment, I am seeing that there is going to be material wealth in the future, even the near future for you, meaning a new job, a new opportunity, but also there is something here that you have a lot of value towards. And Spirit is asking you to reflect. Does this situation bring you the utmost happiness? Does this situation bring you the joy that you deserve? Is there something better for you? We have the Map Maker of Destiny, which is talking about your authentic purpose, inspiration, and free will, which is another 6 coming through here. So what I'm getting here is that Spirit is asking you to stay true to yourself, okay, but also to follow the inspirations. for a lot of you that are watching this, it could be that you're inspired to do better in your employment. It could be that you're inspired to build a more solid financial foundation for yourself and for those that you love. But they also want you to know that you have the free will to go in any direction. We have the Shadow Queen, which talks about acquiring knowledge, insecurities, and manipulation. So, I mean, there was a situation I do feel like you were involved in, and this is where it comes down to probably a commitment, a relationship, a connection with another person that was very manipulating, that might have brought out a lot of your insecurities. But I do feel like, there is something to learn about what has happened in the past. In regards to this situation, because that's where you need to face your insecurities, and try to overcome them by acknowledging them, by learning about them, by facing them. There was this ego-crushing situation that you've gone through in your life, whether recent or in the past, that could have been very manipulative as well. So whether it be a relationship, in marriage, a very important situation for you, that I feel like this is what you're trying to overcome. I do feel like with the 5 of Cups here in reverse, this is you really trying to move on, pile 2. And yeah, we've got the Camel Boy, so asking for help. You could be asking for help from Spirit in order to truly move on from this situation. So they're asking you to take small steps. There's no rush. There is no rush. We have the 10 of Winter. So there's going to be a resolution of difficulties, a weight lifted off your shoulders, the end of an addiction or codependency. So some of you really could have been quite codependent on this situation that was ego-crushing, that really brought out a lot of your insecurities within yourself. So there's an end to that. I feel like by you really healing yourself and stepping away from the chaos to be able to rest, to be able to rejuvenate your energy. And this is going to be able to take away a lot of your burdens that you've been carrying, because the 10 of Winter really represents the 10 of Wands for me. So I do feel like you'll be able to walk away from these difficulties. You will be able to overcome this situation that has really done a number on your mental health. So pile 2, do know that there is so much better coming for your future. There's financial stability. There are ends to addictions and codependencies in all forms. So if you find that you are someone that has suffered addiction in your past, this is now in the, this is something that you've overcome. You've become stronger by being able to release these things that have been holding you back. we have the Prince of Autumn, which talks about dependable, protective, and chivalrous. Oh man, humorous. And it says basically to take wise action, but there's a need to be cautious and to pay attention to the details and to always stay kind to others, including yourself. Pile 2, you could really resonate with pile 1. I'm just putting it out there. But yeah, there is a need to be cautious with actions that you take at the moment, because I do feel like you are someone that is healing from a situation that was very, very difficult, okay? And you're just coming out of these difficulties and bringing an end to what has kept you feeling stuck. But I feel like you're just such a kind, loving person, pile 2. And anyone around you is just going to be so grateful to be in your presence. So pile 2, you could be rethinking about opening yourself up to love or new opportunities and coming out of this rest and rejuvenation period of your life. I feel like if you do choose to do that, yes, boundaries need to be put into place, but also you need to stay kind to yourself, because these insecurities that you're dealing with, pile 2, seem very heavy. We've got the 3 of Spring coming out again. This was also in pile 1. And it says to plan your next steps with an eye for the long term. Have patience. There are more good things to come. And satisfaction from a job well done. So you, I feel, pile 2, will be someone that accomplishes a lot of great things in your life because you have the patience. And I feel like this is a period where you're planning your steps forward and really not rushing into anything, because you're still healing. There's a lot of healing energy that is coming from this pile. And I just feel like good things don't need to be rushed. We have the Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? This is about how can you love yourself? How can you nurture yourself right now? How can you put all this love and like unconditional love within yourself? Because your last experience, whether it be a friendship, a relationship in any form, you might have been trying to find that unconditional love within someone else. But I do feel like you're learning that you are the only person that can do that. You're the only person that can really look after you. Put your needs first. Okay, pile 2. Put your happiness first. We've got Inner Temple. See, devotion. Tune into the portal of your heart. Inner Temple is all about your body, mind, and spirit, okay? This is basically really connecting with the Star Mother here. It's saying that it's time to really devote that love, that commitment into yourself and tune into your heart center, where you will find that unconditional love that you so desperately seek from others in the past. I feel like you're learning that you're the only one that can truly give you what you need and just deserve. So we've got Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, and divine plan. So Spirit has a plan for you, pile 2. This is why things can't be rushed for you, okay? This is why it's really time to tune into yourself, devote yourself to, your inner work, but as well as your foundation that you're trying to build financially. And then everything else will just fit into place. We have Simplicity, another card that was in pile 1. So you could really resonate with pile 1 if you have not already watched that. So this is about, keeping things simple and not complicating things. Flow, going with the flow. And grace. So you, pile 2, I just feel like you guys are really kind, loving, graceful people in life. You don't like chaos. You don't like arguing. You don't like conflict in any form. So I do feel like Spirit's saying to keep your life simple at the moment. In a way, but also, go with the flow. Don't shut yourself out to certain situations. Keep open. But also know when you need to protect yourself. Know when you need to be cautious. We have Shield Maiden. Make plans and focus. So yeah, Spirit is really encouraging you to focus on your goals, what you want to achieve in life. Make the steps towards doing these things, and really putting your focus into other matters that matter more than whatever is going on in other aspects of your life. So shutting out, things that are distracting you and really focusing on your plans in the future. That's why this card here says really to plan your next steps with an eye for the long term. There's something that I feel like you are trying to plan for your future, pile 2. And I do feel like you will be successful if you stay focused. We have Arrow. Surround yourself with protective energy. Yeah, I feel like, there is a situation or people that might be interfering in your energy. Or this could be your mind as well. You could have a kind of a negative mindset in regards to something, and Spirit is like, you need to learn how to protect your thoughts, protect your surroundings, and put boundaries up where, this negativity can't impact you anymore. You have love. Yeah, I just feel like you, pile 2, need to really focus on self-love, unconditional love. And then once you commit to the practice of seeing love in yourself, you will see the good in all things. So what triggers you at the moment, pile 2, won't in the future once you really start radiating and vibrating this self-love, because you know your worth. Friendship. So yeah, you really could resonate with pile 1, pile 2, just saying. A lot of the cards are coming up similar, but yeah, there is a friend around you, or there's a person in your life for a reason that Spirit wants to acknowledge here. This friendship might even evolve into something more for you. Or if you are single and not looking, or whatever the case is, I do feel like if you are going to put yourself out there in the future, your next relationship will start by a very strong friendship, and it will grow into this unconditional love that you deserve. But if you are in a relationship already, which I feel like, you know, some of you might be in a connection, but I feel if you are, it's a bit rocky, then the friendship is really needed for you guys to continue on this solid path. So friendship is very important in your love life, pile 2. That's where you're going to find a lot of your, you know, solid foundation. That's how you're going to build a solid foundation for love, is by starting off as really good friends. We have openness. Yeah, Spirit really wants you to know, even though you should be focusing on other things in your life that are of great importance, such as, you know, goals and your finances and your stability and your home and all the rest of it, there still needs this openness. Try not to close yourself off too much, pile 2. We have potential. So I do feel like you have the potential of great things in your life. There's a lot of success in your future, a lot of financial stability, but also a lot of happiness in a lot of aspects of your life. But also I'm getting a message that there is this friendship, or there is this connection either coming or in your life at the moment that has the potential of growing. I just feel like, pile 2, you are being told to be cautious at the moment. You are, and you might even feel that, you know, you might feel that, you know, this might not be the time for a relationship or a strong commitment, but also you have this calling to stay open to possibilities. Let's go. What else do you need to know, pile 2? Communication is key. You could be connected to a Gemini, but communication, I do feel like with the Knight of Swords here reversed, there is no action, there is a lack of communication with you and another person. So communication is key for you, pile 2. And we've got Capricorn energy. which is talking about your hard work is going to pay off. So yeah, I just feel like you pile 2 are very financially focused, you're career focused, you have, your goals set in mind, you have what you want to accomplish, you have plans that you want to accomplish, and these all will be successful. Your hard work is going to pay off. You will see the fruits of your labor, and everything blossoming, whether you can see it now or you see it later on in your life. Your hard work is going to pay off. No matter the circumstances, may I add. I just feel like pile 2, you are bound to be very successful in life. We have the magical map shifter. So yeah, like I do remember I said that you might be confused on which direction to go in, right? With the blindfold here, you are someone that is unsure of what they're manifesting in their life, but you are manifesting something at the moment. We have the Golden Palace. Yeah, I feel like some of you need to step onto more of a spiritual path, really listening to your inner guidance, your inner voice, really paying attention to the universe. Some of you are, some of you aren't. It's a bit iffy at the moment. I just feel like you are on a good path though, because I really want to keep this card upright. I do feel like you are on the path that has a lot of alignment with you. Like, you could be someone that has given up a lot of, addictions or bad habits, or really changed paths in life where you have made a lot of decisions to release things that don't serve you anymore. Therefore, you have kind of reached this path where you're drawing in and you're attracting a lot of goodness, a lot of abundance. I'm also getting these 2 cards because we'll go back to where I feel like some of you are quite confused on the path that you're on and where you're heading. The more that you're aligned with your spirituality, the more you'll be able to see things clearly. So that's just a message for some of you out there. We have perceive. So yeah, I do feel like there needs a shift in your perception. And yeah, things are very dark at the moment. You're not seeing things clearly. You can, like, what I'm getting here is a lot of you can only see what's in front of you, and that's not the spiritual way, right? Because as a spiritual being, we know that there's more than just what's in front of us and what we can see. So your mindset needs to change around a situation. Sharing. Yeah, I feel like, you could be very closed off. That's why Spirit is asking you to stay open. Share your energy to those that are deserving of your energy, and your time and your resources and all the rest of it, okay? But also, there's some people out there, or a specific person close to you that, you really should set healthier boundaries with. But you are someone that is coming through as very generous, as very kind, as very loving. Some people around you are deserving of that, some people are not, and that's where you need to kind of shift your beliefs, your view. So what else do you need to know? What does Spirit want you to know right now? Pile 2. We have patience. Yeah, patience coming up again. Patience around a situation. Okay, we've got the thinking woman in reverse. Okay, so you could be dealing with a woman that really makes irrational decisions, or doesn't think before she speaks, or doesn't think before she acts. It's really interesting because this pile, you lot come through more of a masculine energy, and that's not saying that you're a man. You could be a man, but we all have that feminine and masculine energy. You are someone that's radiating and vibrating at a level of more of a masculine energy. So I'm just putting that out there because that's what I'm feeling from the cards at the moment. But yeah, you could be dealing with a woman that really acts irrationally, doesn't think before she speaks or acts in general. Could also be blocking out transformation, change. She could be very avoidant of learning and educating herself on her own mishaps and her own behavior. So she might be avoiding learning more about herself and learning more about the way that she's projecting her energy. So yeah, if you're dealing with this woman, you need a lot of patience with this person. I'm just going to leave that there for you, pile 2, and hopefully it resonated with you. If it did, just leave feedback on the bottom. If you did, that'd be cool. And yeah, thank you heaps. Okay, pile 3. If you have chosen the Tattoo Tarot here, let's see what Spirit wants you to know right now. Okay, we have the 6 of Swords in reverse. Three of Cups in reverse. Two of Cups in reverse. Holy moly, guys. And 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Coins in reverse. With the 2 of Wands in reverse. So a lot of imbalanced energy coming through, okay? Especially around a connection. Spirit is asking you to really change your perspective on this situation. Something isn't making you happy. Something has really, I feel like, changed within a connection here. And like, I don't know, for some of you feel like there's a third person involved in this connection. If that's the case, I'm not picking that up. I feel like I feel like there is a strong connection here, but there's a lot of unhappiness, a lot of imbalances that are coming through at the moment. And you You could have made a decision recently. Yeah, with the Tower card as well. And the 5 of Cups. I'm feeling like you could have made a decision to walk away from a connection. And this is why Spirit wants you to change your perception of this situation, because what you might have thought might not have been true for some of you, okay? And there's a feeling of great loss within this connection. Great changes have been made. Something very unexpected has happened. Something very quick. So you might have made a very quick decision, which has left you both quite imbalanced and quite sad. Feelings of rejection, feelings of loss. So keep that in mind, guys. Spirit is asking you to change the way that you're viewing this connection. And I just feel like with Strength in reverse here, there's a lack of confidence, a lack of courage to possibly mend this connection. Yeah, I feel like a lot of avoidance of any form of conflict. So you're trying to avoid conflict. You're scared that there might be conflict if you do try to go back to this connection in some way. So let me get some more cards for you, pile 3. Whoa, okay. Well, unity is coming flying out here, and Spirit is asking there to be some form of union between you and this person. And it feels like a really strong connection with the both of you. It feels like a soul bond here. So someone that you've had previous experiences with in previous lifetimes. I do feel like this is, you know, a soulmate that you're dealing with here. But Spirit is coming through and asking you to possibly try to mend this connection, or I'm feeling like there will be in the future. You have Divine Companion. Yeah, like what I'm getting here is this is a soul connection. This is a Divine Companion. And I do feel like you guys are taking a break from this connection. But you both are very imbalanced from what has happened here. A lot of sadness. A lot of change has happened in possibly a very short amount of time. Priority. So what I'm getting here is that both of you could really need to prioritize where you are placing your energy right now, such as, say, work, say, other commitments. But I do feel like because this is such a strong connection, there's definitely going to be a reunion in the future. You guys coming back together. It's like your souls are kind of tied and entwined together. So there's a situation that you're dealing with, pile 3, that has not completely ended. So let me get some more cards for you. What else do you need to know? We have King of Spring, which talks about inspiration, talks about your wisdom, It says a financial windfall is coming your way, but it also talks about your leadership skills are needed. So I feel like, you know, Spirit is this supporter that you have at the moment in your life. So you might find it hard to communicate with friends. You might find it hard to open up in general to other people, but Spirit has your back always and forever. And what I feel like is happening here is that you need to be taking some form of leadership towards rekindling this connection, whether it be an apology, whether it be just starting a conversation, whatever the case is. This inspiration is going to come your way, probably unexpectedly, and this might be Spirit going, hey, now's the time. But also, I feel like for pile 3, you coming into some form of financial stability, a windfall of finances coming your way. So whether it be a new job opportunity, a advancement in your finances of some sort, something very positive. So what else do you need to know, pile 3? We have the eyes of beauty, so positive expectations and clarity. Yeah, I feel like you guys are getting more clarity around this situation, that there might have been miscommunication or, you know, a lot of confusion, but more clarity is coming your way. And they want you to have positive expectations. So if you have fears of rekindling this connection, you shouldn't. There's a lot of positive energy that is coming from this situation. But also, if you are inquiring about also your finances here, there are a lot of positive expectations also coming your way in regards to your employment. We have the Lady of the Mirror, which talks about reflection and non-judgment. So you guys could be very much in your insecurities. You could feel like your person could be judging you or hating on you or whatever the case is, but I'm feeling like your person has a lot of love for you, a lot of unconditional love for you. But this period that you're in right now, which could be like a pause that you're going through with someone, is a time of reflection. So this reflection is what's going to give you this clarity, right? And then we have this spiral dancer, which talks about your perception. So yeah, it also talks about your cycles that you've gone through or been through, and learning from them and trying to break these cycles so that you can grow stronger and grow a more solid foundation. I do feel like you, pile 3, tend to get in your head a lot, and there's something about you really needing to change the way that you think, change the way that you view this situation. Could be having a lot of negativity coming through, a lot of self-judgments, self-doubts, or doubts around this connection, and Spirit's saying you need to change that, because that's not true. We have Earth, so this is a time of really grounding your energy. That could be something that really helps you gain more clarity within a situation, stepping outside. We have Achieve. So pile 3, I do feel like you're going to achieve success wherever you put your energy towards. I do sense that you are on a path of abundance in multiple ways, but right now you could be very focused on your career. We have journey. So what I'm getting here is these 7s that are coming through. 7 represents success, but it also represents patience. So have patience on your journey into what you're trying to achieve here, and the steps that need to be taken, because I do feel like pile 3, you are gaining more clarity around the steps that you need to take towards either someone or a goal, and just know that you will be successful. Pile 3, what do you need to know? Spirit want to tell you right now? What is your angels, guides? I want you to know the most. We have the Age of Light. You have been training for this for lifetimes. So there is something about a situation that you have gone through, cycles that you have gone through in your present situation or in the past that have been in past lifetimes. So if you, how do I put this? Like this situation that you're going through with this person, you both might have, had falling outs in previous lifetimes. And I feel like this is the lifetime where you really learn from these cycles, learn from these patterns, and really, and by learning is what I'm getting is like more wisdom, more strength, and more of a solid foundation, so you can have a more of a stronger connection with this person in this current lifetime. Yeah, break the chain. So ancestral patterns, healing, and rewriting the future. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Is like you and this other person have had multiple lifetimes together and multiple falling outs, and really not coming together as strongly as you should have. And this lifetime, I feel like you're rewriting the future. You're rewriting what is happening, because I just feel like there's more of a spiritual connection between both of you. Healing could be what is helping you both come together more strongly. So, if you are in a situation where you feel like you need to ask for forgiveness, you need to apologize, this could be the steps of this healing and this chain breaking. Because I just feel like there are patterns that have been happening in such as your love life, and Spirit wants you to learn from these. They want you to become more, they want you to gain more clarity around these patterns so you can heal and so you can mend a connection here. We have deep replenishment. So this talks about retreat. It talks about rest and be held. So yeah, I just feel like you're in a period of a lot of rest. You're taking a break from a situation and you're learning to be able to heal yourself. And then I feel like you will prioritize connections or a connection. But I do feel like pile 3, you're being asked to retreat. so you can gain more clarity around a situation. Everything's happening for a reason. So this separation, this distance that you might be experiencing with this soul connection is for a reason. It's so that you can heal these wounds that you have been holding for lifetimes. And Spirit is saying it's really time to cut the cord, break the chain from what's been holding you back. These patterns are not yours to keep anymore. You are someone that has grown stronger, wiser over centuries. Your soul is much stronger than it was in its last lifetime experience. So this is where I feel like this is why you gain more success in your life in all aspects. This is why you are going to be able to attract a lot more abundance in your life, because you're willing to do the work. You're willing to heal. You're willing to rewrite your future. We have courage. Yeah, I feel like you, pile 3, you need courage in order to take action towards possibly, I keep getting you need to apologize for something here. Or you feel like you need to apologize, or you feel like you need to take the first initial steps towards something here that will take a lot of courage, will take a lot of strength and confidence within yourself. We've got commitment and playfulness. So yeah, like Spirit is showing me that you might need a lot of courage in order to be open to recommitting yourself to a connection or a responsibility or whatever, however it resonates with you. But Spirit is asking you to come from this playfulness. Remember your youth. Remember what brings this joy into your life, because there's a situation that I feel like doesn't need to be so serious. Like, you are putting a lot of energy into and a lot of thought into a situation where Spirit's like, hey, you're forgetting how to be playful. You're forgetting how to be flirtatious. You're forgetting about how to be youthful. You need to step into this youthful energy. And yeah, this card says, my joy is the greatest gift that I can give to others. So I feel like your happiness really matters to this person that you're strongly connected to. And when they can feel that you are happy and when you're full of joy, it allows them to be open to receiving this joy. But if you're closed off, then this person is going to be closed off. That could be a cycle that you're in at the moment with connections. So you need to find the courage and the strength and the confidence to be open to commitment again. We have the Star Ancestor, follow the voice of your soul. Eagle, see from a higher perception. I'm not even. Greater Teacher, sorry, great teacher. Man, I'm sorry, it's getting late. I'm tired. So basically what I'm getting from these is that they want you to look at the bigger picture. But also there's a voice within you that is telling you to take steps towards something or someone here. And I'm sensing that the situation that you're in is something that you can greatly learn from. And I do feel like there's someone around you that is very spiritual, very open to spirit, that can help you, teach you the ways of being able to change your perception, change your views, change your belief system, and be open to spirit and be open to unconditional love and receiving this unconditional love. Because what I'm sensing is there's a lot of healing taking place within you at the moment, but also I'm feeling a lot of transformation that is going on within you at the moment. We have death, which is talking about an ending, but endings are just merely beginnings. So something has to end to make way for a new beginning. And I do feel like it is the way that you think. It's the way that you perceive something here. You're not seeing something clearly. And Spirit's saying, hey, take a step back. Good. Perseverance. So this is Spirit saying whatever you put your mind to, you will achieve. But also, don't give up. Don't give up on love. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on this situation. We have indecision. Now, I do feel like a decision was made, but that is not the end of all ends. So you might be feeling like, you've already made a decision. You could be feeling like you can't, you can't step back and you can't rewrite whatever this decision is. Spirit is saying that you can make a new decision. You can make a new ending to make way for a new beginning. We have wonders. So wonders really represents to me Pisces energy, which is very emotional, it's very intuitive. But this is about really like staying open to miracles as well, staying open to the wonders of the universe. We have opportunity. And we have gateway. Like this card here this always represents this uniqueness, this magical opportunity, this magical doorway opening up for you, pile 3. And you could choose to step through this or you can choose not to, but this is a unique experience. This is a special experience. This is something that you only get in once a lifetime. So this is why Spirit is like, hey, hold up. Change the way that you're viewing this. You could be really not seeing this opportunity for what it really is. And that is magical. It's special. It's unique. It's different. It's not your average gateway. It's not your average path, but it comes with so much beautiful energy. We have you are close to achieving your goal. We have Gemini, your answers you need are coming, which comes through communication. Gemini is all about communication. So you could also either be a Gemini or feel connected to a Gemini. We have Scorpio as well, and it's time to release negativity. So this is your mindset. This is what I'm picking up. There's something about you feeling and thinking like something is true when it's not. It could be self-judgment. It could be judgment of someone else. It could be your fears really, and your anxieties and your insecurities really taking a hold on you. And this is why Spirit's saying it's time to release that. They don't serve you in this path. They don't serve you in this lifetime. Also, you really could need to release these fears and anxiety in order to get the answers that you need. Therefore, communication is really setting you closer to achieving a goal. For you, Pile 3, you have so many goals. I feel like you want to achieve, or you have so many ambitions in life. But it all starts with communication, right? We have encouragement. Yeah, Spirit is encouraging you to bring a closure to something here. And I feel like that is your negativity, the way that you are perceiving something, the way that you view something. But also they're encouraging you to gain courage. Encouraging you to have courage to take steps to overcome a challenge here. We have Compass. And we have Stuck in the Mud. Sorry, this card is wrecked. You can blame my kids for that. So basically what I'm getting here is that your soul, your heart is pulling you towards a direction here. This is Spirit trying to encourage you to follow that path. Okay, and it's going to take a lot of your strength. It's going to take a lot of your confidence. But in the moment, these fears, this negativity is really making you feel stuck in the mud. Let me get some more cards for you, Pile 3. Happy family. Seventh chakra. I want to get the man holding a coin, but I want that upright. And we have storm warnings in reverse. Okay, so what I'm getting here is the overall goal for you, Pile 3, what you want to achieve could be this happy family. Alright? And I do feel like you will achieve it. It might not look the way that you have viewed it. Keep that in mind. Your happy family vision might not be the way that you perceive it to be. Like something might need to change in the way that you view this, because every family is unique, right? Every family is got its special, unique flair to it. No family is the exact same, right? So that's what I'm getting, the message that you need to be open. If you want this happy family, you need to be open to changing your mindset around how that might look. So the 7th chakra talks about your crown chakra. It talks about you allowing spirit to come in and give you guidance through, your crown chakra here, which is right at the top of your head. This is open. I do feel like you're open to messages. You're open to being guided by spirit, which is really good to see. And we have the man holding the coin, which talks about financial stability. You are someone that, either has this financial stability or it is coming. Whether you are the man that holds this coin, you are the man that, possesses this stable job or this stable income, and you are building this solid foundation. Or you are, someone that is going to come into contact or meet someone that is very stable, very well off financially, but this person is very giving. So you also, if you are this man, you are very generous, you are very giving, you are someone that doesn't mind sharing your resources. So if you come across this man, if it is not you, do know that someone is coming into your life to help you build this solid foundation. And then we have storm warning in reverse. So I do feel like all the difficulties that you've gone through, such as your relationships, connections, whatever it be, they are now in the past. So I do feel like you don't have to go through the same lessons that you've gone through in previous connections. So when you go through a difficult time, I do feel like there's a lot of growth, there's a lot learnt from these experiences, so you do not have to go back and replay these certain cycles. Especially if you do resonate with this soul connection that I was talking about at the start here. They're telling me that you both are really quick learners. Like, you guys, once you overcome certain things, they don't replay. There's no going backwards. There's only forwards. But something needed to change. Something needed to be disrupted so you can rebuild this solid foundation. So I'm going to leave that there, and hopefully it resonates with you, pile 3. Leave me comments in the comment section. Thank you.